What up, y'all? Adrenaline Beats. um, just wanted to talk a little bit today. I'm gonna just try and do like a chat every once in a while. Just get on stream and just start talking. Um, yeah. So so yeah, man. Yeah. So today I wanted to talk about my gear, new gear. So not really new, but new. So I haven't said anything about it to anybody, but yeah. So today I want to talk about this right here. This right here is the Ensoniq DP4. It is a effects unit, effects processor, parallel effects processor unit, and so I really wanted something hardware-wise uh, that could do effects and do it well. So I did research, and I know on EA Ski's live, he was live one day, and I asked him about the DP4, and he swore by it and said it was like the truth and all that and whatever. So yeah, so I picked it up, man, and I gotta be honest, it's definitely all that. So I've done a lot of research on a DP4 and a DP4 Plus. The DP4 Plus seems to have some issues with it, maintenance wise, and there's parts and blown capacitors that happen that are pretty regular and pretty common. And I didn't get any of that with the DP4 when I did research, and it's been working um, great. So this thing is from I believe the 90s, the early 90s, like 93 or something like that. And it is the same effects processor. It's the same effects that are in the ASR 10, and some are in the EPS 16. I have the EPS back there. It has no effects on it. So instead of getting the ASR 10 with the effects, with the 50 presets, or getting the EPS 16 with I don't know how many it has in it, I just went ahead and got this. This actually has 200 presets. Um, so yeah, and you can do. It has 4 channels. You can simultaneously uh, use 4 effects simultaneously. So that's always dope. So you can route like you know on the I use the MPC mostly. Yeah, I use the MPC mostly. So on the MPC live, um, as far as like I try to stay dollars. But on the MPC live, I can put all my like percussions on one and send them all. You got 6 outs on the MPC live too, so I can put all my percussions on one. I can put my kick and snare on and maybe use the my limiter, my hardware limiter, and then I got the EQ right here. It's a Rose Balaria EQ. I can so I can send 6 different channels, and I can group things in those channels and send them to different things. So I can send 4 things into the DP4, and I have it all in my patch bay. But the DP4 is pretty awesome because not only does it have like some of the best sounding reverbs I've ever heard, and delays also, but it has like pitch shifting. It has an EQ, a parametric EQ. It has a compressor, and it has filters. So yeah, this thing has everything. It's like the Swiss Army knife of effects, and I thought it was just like those effects, like reverb, delay, and all that. But really, it is it does so much more than that. So yeah, I've just been playing with it, going through. I haven't used it yet on anything I've made. I've just been kind of experimenting with it because just got to use it in a perfect situation, in my opinion. But yeah, so I would just say I just wanted to. There's not a lot of videos of people just talking about it out there, and I just wanted to give it props and say that this is an old piece of hardware, man, from the '90s. But if you can find it, it'd be worth it to spend the money and get a good one, a good unit. This one is almost in mint condition. It didn't even have any rack rash up on top of it, and it was in a smoke-free environment. The guy said he's only used it for like 2 years out of. He's one owner. He bought it brand new, so this thing is like really good condition. Um, so yeah, I love this thing, man. I fire it up. Even if I'm not using it, I fire it up like 3 times a week and just let it warm up. Just because when you have analog gear and old gear, you have circuits and circuitry inside there and everything. And it's best just to get those things, get the juices flowing on every once in a while. So I'll just come down here and turn everything on, including my sampler, my Kai S3000XL. So yeah, I love this hardware gear, man. I'm probably going to end up selling some of them. I think I'm going to sell my SP404 Mark II. I might sell my Arturia Mini Freak. I don't use them at all, I just kind of basically do a lot of sample based stuff. So yeah, I don't really have a use for that. I used to use this as an effects processor, but now with the DP4, I really don't have a need for it at all. It has some pretty dope effects on it, but yeah, I don't have a need for it whatsoever since I got the DP4. But yeah, man, it's something to this hardware gear. If you're my age, I'm 50 years old, so I was born in the '70s, and yeah, this gear, it just nostalgic, and I like working on old gear, and I mean, I work on a computer too. It's convenient, um, and I'm working kind of exclusively with an artist right now as far as beats go, and so his style um, basically allows me to work on the NPC Live, which as everyone knows, has one of the best workflows. But the sound ain't all there. It's just thin. It's just transparent. It's not even thin. It's just really transparent. So whatever you put in it is what you get out of it. It doesn't add any character or anything to it, and that's what all this stuff does. So all this stuff, I have like a pre, a MK2, a warm audio pre, and Golden Age compressor, and this DP4, and a limiter, and all that stuff, and then sometimes I'll just run sounds through this S3000XL and run it even through my Roland W30 over there or my EPS. I'll just run sounds through it, and it just adds a little bit of character. I also have this old Pioneer old Pioneer stereo system. This thing right here, y'all can't see it. You can see the lights just came on, but it has like a CD thing, a dual cassette, and it has an amp in it, and it has like a some kind of Dolby, I don't know, hi-fi sound thing with it also. So sometimes I'll just run sounds through here, man, and it has like an EQ on it, and it just gives it a different feel too. So it's analog, so it gives it, or I think it's analog, but it adds character. So sometimes I just run things through there. Sometimes I record them on cassette tape. Still got these things still in the box, not even opened. I got a bunch of these. So sometimes I'll record stuff on tape cassette, and just to get that hum and that '90s sound or whatever. So yeah, that's that. I just wanted to kind of talk about the DP4 and how good it is, and how it's a great addition to my studio, and I love it, and I don't have any regrets on it. Thing sounds amazing, man. The ASCII wasn't lying. This thing sounds like amazing. It's by far better than any reverb or any plugin that I've ever used. It can't. None of those software can touch this thing. But it is what it is. It's hardware. So yeah, that's that, man. Just wanted to go on here a couple of minutes and talk about the DP4. I just wanted to, you know, give props to it, man. And next time I might be trying to, I think I'm gonna start trying to do like just for fun, man. Just cooking up on like the EPS. Not that W30. That Roland W30 has the clunkiest workflow ever, man. Like that thing takes I don't know. Eric Sermon made all those albums back in the day and all those hits for Redman back in the day on that W30. I don't know, man. I guess that's all he had, and he had to work with what he had to. But man, that thing, that is the most. It's not frustrating, but it is just super clunky, man. You got to go through like 10 steps to do one thing. Um, but you know, the EPS is an easier workflow. I can actually chop up samples in a live and then have them chops ready, and then you can just record the sample, the chops right into the EPS, right onto, and spread them across the board, and that takes no time at all. And like I said, you add all that character, has 40 different sample rates, so you can switch the sample rates. And even after you're done, you post, you can also change the sample rate. So yeah, so it's just me talking about my hardware gear and how much I love it, and you know, I do suggest if you want an effects, you're in the market for an effects processor unit, skip all the rest, man, and jump right to the DP4. It's known for that. It's the same effects that are in the ASR, but this thing just has way more capability, I believe, than the ASR. You can, like I said, you can put 4 effects at the same time, and it has 200 presets. So, um, and you can go in and edit. I'm sure you can do that on the ASR too, but you can go in and like edit all the effects. You can change the EQ, you can change the filters and all that stuff. So anyway, man, Adrenaline Beats. Just wanted to come on here and say something real quick about the Ensoniq DP4. Holla at y'all, man.